Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is about the glutes, the legs, and the abs as well. Been adding a couple of core workouts by the end of my leg session and it's been a game changer for me. Of course, before we start any workout session, we have to warm up the body. So I always start off with dynamic stretches like here. You're gonna do each move for around 30 seconds. This is really important to help prevent any injuries and warm up your body properly before the workout. Then I go ahead with 5 minutes on any cardio machine. This is really important, guys, to warm up your body, especially for women. You cannot just go ahead and do weightlifting before properly, warming up your body. So for my first workout, I always start with any hip thrust variation. I've been including this specific variation lately. It's the B stance hip thrust, and I go light with the weights because you need to properly, feel the burn and go full range of motion and lock it up at the top. When you do this exercise, you cannot go just halfway at the top. You need to feel that burn and put all the tension on your glutes. Like squeeze it as much as you can. The only thing here is you have to put one leg slightly forward and put the weights on your heels always, and keep your chin tucked in. Always try to look forward so you do not overextend your back. I try to put like a pause or a hold for 1 second at the top to make it more of a killer. So you're basically gonna do this around like 9 reps for each leg, and yeah, by the 9th rep I was already done. Next workout is any variation of a hip hinge movement, so basically kind of RDL or even back extensions would work. So any hip hinge movements like this here. This is my favorite variation of RDLs because you have full control and full range of motion when it comes to your hips and your glutes, and you feel it way more than doing the actual RDLs with a bar or dumbbells. I always think of this movement as standing hip thrust. You're gonna be putting all the focus on your hips. You're gonna push upwards with your heels. Notice how my back and my knees are a bit bent. They do not extend when I go up. Next comes any squat movement. So squats, step ups, basically any movement that includes the quads and the legs. So some tips here is to always push with your heels, and when you go up, keep your back neutral. Do not overextend it so that you can put all the tension on your glutes. Also, see how my knees are bent. Most of the times I'm not overextending them. That again will put the tension on your glutes. This is an amazing squat variation if you want to focus on the glutes and less with the legs. Now my favorite part of the workout session is the isolation movement. Now first I start with this variation to focus more on the top shelf. So you're going to be putting the weight and pushing with your heels. Your hips will be lifted and your pelvic will be a bit tilted inward so you can focus more on the tension on your glutes. This will help emphasize that top shelf look of the glutes. And I feel like this gluteus minimus is mostly neglected by women. They forget to train it as much. That's why the isolation movements come in handy, because this is gonna help emphasize your glutes a lot. You're gonna see a huge change when you incorporate these in your workout routine. Now the last exercise is gonna be another hip abduction movement. This is not a superset, so you're gonna do each exercise on their own. This variation will emphasize the gluteus maximus. Some tips here is to try to sit at the end of the bench. You should be pushing with your heels, and the main tip here that's gonna give you that burn that you need in your glutes is to lean forward like you see here. Remember, when you lean forward, you're gonna feel it more in your gluteus maximus. When you lean backwards, it's gonna burn more in the side of the glutes. Now we're gonna go ahead with our ab workouts. It's an ab and core workout. Yes, I've been including an ab finisher by the end of each, workout session. Wasn't really a huge fan of core workouts before, but trust me, I noticed a huge difference when I paired this with good diet. My tummy just went away. It got more defined. The abs started to show, and it's more toned. Like my waist is much more, slim and toned. I thought like having flat tummy always goes back to clean diet only, but that's not the case. Just try to add a couple, 3-4 workouts of abs and core here and there. By the end of your workout session, and I promise you're gonna see a huge difference. But also remember, do not do ab workouts that's gonna emphasize your sides. No, just focus on the core, in the middle abs, and the upper and the lower. That's what I do. I do not do side waist workouts because that's gonna make me look like a square. So avoid these at all costs. You gotta build some muscle in that tummy to get it looking toned, you know what I mean? And this is gonna be like a circuit workout, so you're not gonna take any breaks. You're gonna do these 4 ab exercises back to back, around 10 reps each. This planks I did around like 20 seconds or as much as you can, like until failure. I think I was dead by the 20-second mark. I couldn't take it anymore. So you're gonna complete this full circuit, take 1 minute rest, and repeat the circuit again 2 more times. So you're gonna do 3 sets in total. And to end this session, I always finish it with some static stretches. I do around 30 seconds each move. Do not neglect your stretches, guys, because this is gonna help with mobility, with your soreness the next morning. It is basically as important as your warm-up sessions. You will see a lot better progress once you start incorporating stretches by the end of your workout sessions.